Now, whatever business you're in, or even if you're just traveling for fun, you'll constantly be involved with buying, selling and dealing. In other words, negotiating. But you'll find that every country you visit negotiates very differently. In so many societies, haggling is a way of life. It comes from cultures which have long traditions of bartering rather than dealing with cash. Thus, most of Africa and the Middle East are haggling cultures. So if you don't play along, you could actually offend merchants in these countries. Of course, the starting prices, usually astronomically high, are pitched so that you will respond with something ridiculously low. And then the fun really begins. And it is fun, part of the cultural richness of many countries around the world. So join in and find that bargain you've always been looking for. But negotiating tactics aren't always so obvious. In some Japanese meetings, you may experience some of the older Japanese participants looking as if they're asleep. This is a sign of superiority in traditional Japanese business society. The most senior people are not needed to follow the minutiae of the meeting. The chief executive is generally the one who signs the deal and has the final say, but does not get involved in the nitty-gritty of the negotiation. He's above all that. Certain cultures are more comfortable with silence than others. Beware. Silence is used to consider and reflect what's been presented. If you're making an offer and met with silence in China, for example, don't take this as a sign of disapproval and jump in with a lower price. Just be comfortable in the silence and wait for a response. In most Middle Eastern negotiations, you'll be expected to do the opposite. Conversations will be at very high decibel levels, and if you're speaking quietly and subtly, it'll be a sign that you're not engaging in the deal. The louder you speak, the better you'll be heard. Often lots of people are speaking at the same time, and when the deal's done, expect lots of hugs and kisses. There are cultures where building a rapport with people is as important as the deal itself. Two companies were competing for a major South American telecoms contract. One company had done an enormous amount of research and knew that their specifications and price were better than their competitors. The other company, however, invested 2 weeks in sending their top people into the countryside to meet with the managers of all the branch offices individually, to introduce themselves, to build a personal relationship with each one of them. They won the contract. So that then is the power of negotiating. Join me next time for more Crossing Cultures. Until then, back to you, Akhtar.